Hey, it is January 1st, 2017. Happy New Year. So we had a conversation, well, I've had two conversations about developing abilities, about developing skill sets. And I kind of touched on it last week with people not working hard. People thinking that things should be easy. I'm 48 years old, and it's taken me all 48 years to get the skill sets I have together to get to where I'm at, and I still have things to do. I'm doing a master's degree for a reason. I saw a video on, and this is what brought up the conversation yesterday, is that I watched a video on a guy talking about technology and expectations that millennials have. When asked what they want to do for a job, they simply say that or when they ask what qualities they look for in a job, is they want to make a difference and they want to enjoy their work. They want to be happy. They have no idea what it means to be happy. People that are millennials don't realize that to make an impact, you have to develop a skill set, and you have to develop relationships, and you have to develop the person you are. It doesn't just happen. It's not, you're not ready yet. Just because you graduated from high school or college doesn't mean you have the skill sets you need to make an impact, to do the job you want. You're going to have to pay some dues, is what it used to be called. You got to go pay your dues. And everybody wants to skip the line and not pay your dues. I'm all for, if I could skip the line and not pay dues, I'd take that track. But to find how to make an impact, to find out what is actually valuable, you have to have experience. Experience sitting in a classroom. But if you're not open to go out and experience the things you need to experience, you're not going to make that. You're going to constantly be unhappy. You also have to realize that happy is not, it's not a static space. It's a moving target. And of course, it being the first day of the new year, these kind of things kind of run through my mind. It's a good arbitrary time to contemplate these things. Listen, I'm a firm believer that if your kid's in college and they need a safe space to protect them from words that hurt their feelings, you failed as a parent. I've never believed in everybody gets a trophy. I believe in everybody gets a participation ribbon. I think that's great, but the trophies, or there should be something significantly different for those who actually win. Because once you step out of the confines of a school, we are not a socialist society. Your existence alone doesn't entitle you to success. Go work for that. That's why it's valuable, and that's why it becomes meaningful. Not just in a financial sense, but to be fulfilling. If everybody can do it and it's easy, it's not going to be very fulfilling. As an example of going to the Super Bowl, well, there are basically three types of people who go to the Super Bowl. They're the people who are in the football teams, or on the football teams, that have spent a lot of their life working to be good enough to be on that team, including that guy who doesn't start and he doesn't even get on the field to play during the actual game. Then there's the person who's working. He's the security guy. He's working the sticks. He's the referee. He's the sound technician. And then there's a person who attends. Who do you think is getting the most satisfaction out of that Super Bowl? I would contend it's the people who are actually playing in it, who are the actual competitors who have spent so much of their life developing their skills and bringing themselves to the point where they were able to play in the Super Bowl. I think the rest of us enjoy it greatly. And I think that the sound technician who's worked his whole life to be good enough to be the sound technician at the Super Bowl is probably more satisfied than the guy drinking a beer in the stands. My opinion. So, especially for those who are younger than me, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, whatever it is you want to do, you're going to pay your dues. And even when you get to a level of, quote, success, you're still going to pay dues if you want to go any higher. Or in this day and age, with technology developing at the rate it is, you're going to pay dues just to maintain that position. Accept it. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Make it your own. And just be awesome. Be as awesome a person as you can be, because, listen, I know the number of people that watch us on a regular basis, you're all awesome people. You are incredible people that can do incredible things. And if you're not, it's only because you've chosen not to do it. Done with my rant. To start off 2017. Let's make it a great year. Let's go achieve some great things.